Bay Area Compass. Located at BayAreaCompass.blogspot.com.
Keep My Music Alive. I'm with Cousin D. I'm with the Jet Black.
What's happening?
Speak a little bit about the album, guys.
Go ahead, D. Take the...
Man, Keep My Music Alive.
Take
man.
the reins.
We, Cousin D and Jet Black, Mr. Jet Black, we just dropped here in about, last week? 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago?
it was about 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've been working on it for a while, man. Got a few features on there. You know what I mean? We put the mathematics together, you know what I mean? And we made something happen.
How long did it take for this project to come about?
Man, I probably hit him up maybe last year, November, December?
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, we pushed the date back from, again, May to April to June to July. Because we wanted to make sure that this was solid.
Did you feel like you had to keep pushing it back because it just wasn't right yet? Or was it like... You just
Absolutely. Yeah, we wanted to make sure it sounded right,
mm-hmm.
and we wanted to make sure we had the right, features on certain tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We were waiting on. We did several videos
mm-hmm.
for it, so we was holding I'm sitting on 2-3 videos right now.
Mm-hmm.
He probably sitting on 2, 3, 4 himself.
Yeah.
So we trying to be lightweight, trying to calculate our moves. You know what I'm saying?
Did you want to put it out earlier, but you couldn't because you just knew it wasn't ready?
We could. I mean, we could have, but I mean, shoot, we got a lot of stuff going on too with our own personal lives too.
Yeah.
Like he working on his other albums. I'm working on my other projects. You know what I'm saying? I got my family. He got his family.
Was it hard to get those features? Did they feel like it was tough to kind of collaborate? Or was
Easy.
It easy?
Very easy. And it was very, you know what I mean? Like we talked about who we wanted on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like, I'm going to get him. Like we would talk about and communicate each time. Hey, bruh, how you think about bruh? And I'm like, you know what? That might not be a good fit. We should get bruh. You know what I mean? So the communication was really open. And I felt like that's what made this project even more, you know what I mean? Like authentic. It wasn't just like, let's just put something out just to put it out. You know, It was more well thought and calculated.
Let me ask you, Jet Black.
Yeah.
How does this project compare to some of your other ones you've made?
First of all, it's my first collab with another artist.
Okay.
Off top.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I had a collab with Jess, man, but it was more of he was singing and I was doing the rapping.
Oh, okay.
We dropped that in 2016. It's called He's the Singer, I'm the Rapper. If you were to go look for that, it's not online. I'm re-releasing that, so it was there, but a lot of people know about it. But we had that single called Everything Good off of that album. But the difference is, first of all, this guy right here is I respect his hustle because there's a lot of cats out here rapping, but they not indulging in themselves. They're not investing in themselves. They looking for handouts. They looking for somebody to put them on so they can sound great or look great. This man is putting a lot of money and a lot of time into himself. So how can you not respect somebody that respects themselves like that? You know what I'm saying? So when he reached out to me, I had already done my homework on him. I knew him from some past business and some people that I used to mess with. But, it was a good look for me. You know what I'm saying? Looking at what he's done before that and what he is potentially can do in the future, it's a great look, man. The dude is a good dude. I like him outside of music anyway. So it's like, it was a win-win. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win as far as I'm concerned.
What do you want people to hear when they hear this album? Both of you guys. You guys can one can go first and the other one can go after.
I want them to hear that we real artists. I want them to hear the passion in the project. I want them to understand that it's just not another album that was dropped in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you pick it up, put your ear on it.
Right,
I encourage everybody, when you buy an album, you listen to it with headphones first.
Okay.
Don't just listen to it out loud because
Exactly.
you don't get to hear,
You don't get to hear the
all the
details.
time and everything that goes into the album. You know what I'm saying? So play it with headphones. Pick it up and play it with headphones. It's dope.
And only that too, like listen to it a couple times. Even for me, when you show me a track, I can't fully grasp the track at one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to it a couple more times. Listen to you know what I mean, like the mastering, the mixing, the beat changing, like the drops, you know what I mean, the cuts and the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. I definitely noticed too. And we had a great engineer too. So shout out Jay Dream Kings, Jeremiah, man, you know what I mean? Man. White boy from Hayward, man. He did his thing.
Another thing I want to say about the album is it's a short album.
Yeah, 8 songs, right?
No. It's 11 songs.
11,
but I'm talking about lengthwise. Like, if somebody featured on it, that's the only third verse you're gonna get on the album. Outside of that, we just did a verse apiece and knocked it down, but we make sure that musically it was correct so you can get into it, but make it rewindable. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be able to hear it multiple times.
Yeah, it's not drawing your day out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you put the album on, 30, 45 minutes later, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you like, you can get right back to it. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was great. That was a great key to what we did, you know?
And also, too, like, you know what I mean? We got interviews coming, meetings coming out with KMEL as well in September. So, like, with radio shit, like, you don't hear 3 verses on the radio.
You don't.
No.
So, you know, maybe 1 verse even.
Exactly.
They'll play 1 verse, a hook, and then boom, go to the next song. So, definitely 2 verses was cool. And also, the consumer is very is spoiled, like I said earlier.
Exactly.
And they got short, you know what I mean?
Attention spans.
Exactly. So, I mean, they can't listen. I could listen to a 4 or 5 minute song. He can. But probably, like a listener, a fan, probably not.
Yeah.
So, we knew that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the communication was really open. Like I said, I fuck with Big Brother, too. Like, I hit him up on outside the music as well for advice about life, mentorship, stuff like that. So, it's deeper than just the business of the music. And I think that's what made the album even more, like, solid. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm very satisfied with this album as well. You feel me?
So I wanted to get an idea of like who reached out to who, and like what was the first steps to getting to where the finished product is.
D reached out to me. We kind of went over in that first conversation, you know, what we was gonna do, who was gonna bring what to the table,
For sure.
how we was gonna lay it out once we got it to the table, and we just went from there, man. It was pretty much easy. We just really alley-ooped each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, look, dude, I need you to do this. I'm gonna do this. Once we get this together, this is how we gonna rock.
Are you guys ever worried, like genuinely, like is all this time I'm putting in for nothing, or do you guys feel like it's gotta, you know, come to fruition eventually?
Let me be honest
real
with
with
you.
me, yeah.
It's all for nothing right now.
Okay.
I mean, if we keeping it all the way real, we don't have the audience that we believe we need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or we should have. Right now, it's definitely for nothing. But I'm down to put the work in until it pops. And once it do pop, here you go. I got all this material you can go ahead on and enjoy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when that next project comes out after that, now that I know you listening, you putting something different in me. You putting something different in D, to where you going to get a whole flower this time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just blooming at this point. You feel me?
Do you feel like you're making your music now just to get the audience to see what you're doing right now? And then once the audience can see what you're doing right now, you can really put out that heat.
I believe I'm dropping heat right now, and let the audience, you know, the audience, so they'll tell you if it's heat or not. You know, everybody has different opinions.
Do you make the music, though, thinking that you want to reach out to the audience, or you're making it to hope that they hear it?
You know what? I'm gonna speak on that because I had a conversation with them the other day. Right, I did this feature right on a cipher. I wrote the verse in 10 minutes, threw it out there as a feature, right, and it had about 2,000 views 1-2 days, right.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like they feel
coming up, coming
bars,
up.
You know what I'm saying? And then like some of the things where my stuff is well thought out, it wouldn't be as much felt by the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was, everything is subjective. So everything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do my best, obviously, but like, you know, whatever the fans feel like, it's super subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a tattoo artist, right?
Exactly.
You got an art right here. He might like it, I might not, but it's the same picture.
Exactly.
Right. You can't please everybody.
Right.
You can't please everybody, and you need to go into this game knowing you can't please everybody.
True.
But if I can please 1 million, I'll be fine, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So my thing is this: when I make music, in all honesty, I'm not thinking about the fans per se.
Yes.
I'm thinking about myself. It all has to come from mind, heart, body, and soul.
You have to be happy with it.
For you to understand that I'm happy with it. If it projects through me like, ooh, the fan that's really into me, he gonna feel it immediately because you already got a certain expectation from me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we make music with fans in mind, but it's really for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to feel it, understand it, and love it. It has to be me. I got to be wrapped in it for me to even let you want to hear it.
What's the most real you got with one of these songs on this project? Like, when did you like really empty out your soul on one of these songs? Do you guys have an idea of which song kind of touched you a little bit more than the others?
I mean, I feel like
I think Dreams and Nightmares and Speed Limit might be for me.
for sure. See, for me, it was Dreams and Nightmares and pushing that line.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, with the beat.
Why those songs specifically? Do they
like
speak out to something you were
tempo
doing?
as well. The tempo, the beat. You know, it's more lax and more like
chill. You can just smoke, chill,
listen to the words. The other ones are like make you get up, start
get
dancing, and you know what I mean, get hypey and shit, but whatever, mobbing and shit, and you forget about the words. I mean, it's all, like I said, it's all subjective, but those are the ones that I like. But at the end of the day, every verse still comes from the heart, regardless.
Right.
Whether it's a hyphy song, a mobbing song, a song about a girl, a song about, you know what I mean? Anything, it still comes from the heart for me. That's why we talked about the substance earlier. Extremely important for me.
Yeah.
What's your formula for each of you guys? I'm going to start with Jet Black, and then I'm going to go to you, Cuzzin D. What's the formula you start when you want to start making that new song? Do you go into something emotional? Do you think about something that might be fantasy? Like, what's the first process to making that first lyric?
It's all of that. For me, I like to get the track and ride to it for a couple of days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just like to ride to it, and it's really going to tell me what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I like to fall into the music, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's the other way around where I just dictate what's going to happen, but it seems more organic when you can let the track kind of tell you which way you want to go, and then you kind of mold yourself around the track. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually how I get down, but I could do it anyway, you know. But that seems to be the way that works the best for it.
Gotcha. What about you, Cuzzin?
I mean, I like to hear the beat first, right? And then
So you like to hear the beat first, then you like to make your lyrics match the beat?
correct,
Okay.
right. I mean, if it's a you know, a hyphy beat, I'm not gonna talk about my my folks passing away.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about, you know, getting up and being, you know what I mean?
Has to match the tempo.
Has to match the tempo, the feel. You know what I mean? And for me, what I notice is I work better in the lab rather than working at home and writing something at home. So, you know, I got a 1-year-old. I got to tend to him. I got a baby mama. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of stuff going on, crying and all. You know what I mean? So when I'm in the lab, boom, I'll throw the beat on, write something real quick, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Chris P Beats has been with I've been on him for a long time, 15 plus years, right? And he has 4 beats for production on this album.
Right.
My boy Mars TD, and the rest, legit.
Shout out Vital Knox. Used to be RJ Allen. Used to be the Slap God. My guy is finding himself, but he's very dope. LT Beats, been rocking with this guy 7-8 years. Dope. And my boy Young Black the Boss, last couple projects, he's been my go-to guy. And, I just secured up a few little tracks before I got here, you know what I'm saying? So, Stevie, Vitani, Snuzz, Gorilla Pup, K-Loke, Reggio, like he said, Jeremiah, everybody that helped us with the project, man. We totally appreciate it.
Sure.
But it means nothing if y'all don't go out there and put your ears on it.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? It means nothing if you don't go out there and stream, download, follow us on all the platforms, man. It means a lot to an artist. We're not asking you to do a lot but that. You know what I'm saying? Just, if you believe in it, get behind it, period. Before we close out, I just want to plug what I got going on right now. I got a new album coming out. It's going to be early 2020. It's called Long Story Short. Those same producers are producing on my album, but this time I got EA Ski on there as well. I got Ant Banks producing, and I got Big Zeke producing as well. And they'll be mixing and mastering the album. I need y'all to get behind that, start tapping in and seeing what's going on with us, man. And whatever my boy Cuzzin D got going on, we're going to get behind that as well, too.
Yeah, I got a new project as well working on, too, with Turfy. You know what I mean? And I also got a project with my old Getter. It's called Street Mathematics. So we working. You know what I mean? Regardless, we going to keep it rocking, baby. So, Don Julio, I appreciate you too, love.
Brother.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, off top. You know that.